Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our week 3 of our Path to Promote program. This is Wendy McGee, and I'm excited to be hosting the call with you guys today. And I am totally stoked. We have had a great week. I want to congratulate each of you that are working the program, those of you that have sent your goals in and have been talking with your upline leaders. It's going to be really exciting to see how the end of the month when we do recognition, and also how we are going to do at the end of the second month. So if you haven't jumped in and really gotten started, you know what? Now's the time. You've got lots of summer left and ready to get on and get going. So congratulations to all of you that are working business and especially that are working this program with us. I've had a couple of questions come in. I wanted to just address them really, really fast. A couple of our leaders have asked if they can have newer consultants that have not joined the program yet join us. I say absolutely. If you want to jump in midway through the program, it might be a little more difficult for you to stay right on the weekly goal, or you might even decide, okay, I'm just going to listen to the first 2 calls, and then I'm going to really jump in on month number 2. Or you might just say, hey, I can do this. I'm going to jump right in and do as much as I can, as quickly as I can, and just set the speed of your own business. So congratulations to each of you that are on. And, of course, if you have anyone who needs to be added to the Facebook group, for this session of Path to Promote, please send me their name. You can also suggest members right there on the Facebook group. So congratulations on that. I know we have a lot of you who are working on sponsoring. So that is the way to go. And you're going to hear me say over and over and over, that is the business. Bringing new people in and offering them the business and getting excited working together with them. So congratulations, you guys, on another great week, and let's go ahead and head into our training call this morning so that you can get back out there and be working your business. So our topic for this week is having effective Heritage Makers conversations in your business. And we are going to talk today about how you approach people, how you close the sale, and also just how you make it about them. How you help them to feel like, you know what, this business is not about what you want, it's about what Heritage Makers can do for them and how it can help them, as well as help them become involved in being a consultant. So, okay, so this is the first slide. Oh, I thought I'd click through this. Okay, so congratulations again to everyone who's working the plan. How are you doing on clubs? How are you doing on new consultants? And how are you doing on team growth? So are you looking at your week 3 goals? And have you set them? That's what you need to do this morning, and then be evaluating how you did last week on week 2. So here we go. So having effective HM conversations in your business. So can you relate to any of these? I'm not sure what I should be saying to introduce Heritage Makers. I'm having conversations, but I can't get anyone to commit. Or people say they're interested, but then won't answer my calls. I've never had any of those things happen. That is just so strange. Whatever, I've had all of these things happen to me over and over and over and continue to happen to me. So, first of all, I'm not sure what I should be saying to introduce Heritage Makers. We're going to talk about that today. Do you have kind of a 30-second commercial? Do you know your why? Do you incorporate your why into that? When I talk to people about the business, I put my why first. I start to tell them about how much I love being home with my kids and how this has changed my whole life and how I'm passionate about helping other people to do the same thing. And then I introduce the product. Then I tell them, and see, oh my word, have you seen our products? Let me show you the book I just made for my daughter. And then I go into my passion about the product. And that gets people to do a couple of different things. They understand who you are and what you're about. You've told them your story. Very briefly. They've gotten a little bit of, you've captured just a little bit of who you are and what lights you up about this business. So we're going to talk about that some more. I'm having conversations that can't get anyone to commit, right? And people say they're interested but won't answer my calls. And I call and call and call, and I feel like I'm stalking them, and they don't want to be a stalker, but I feel stupid because they haven't answered me. Okay, so let's talk about how do you show up. What is your mindset when you are having a conversation, or before you go into a conversation? Now, before we go any further, I want to give some credit here to our awesome Maureen Garrity, who is on the call. She is a fantastic, fantastic consultant in Arizona, and she gave Amy Dickerson and I some great, great information, and she shared it with leaders, too, at Leaders Conference. So you're going to see some of that throughout this presentation. So thank you to Maureen in advance so that she gets some kudos because she is amazing, amazing. And she's going to be a director at Reunion. So you just watch. Watch for her in her hot dress walking across the stage. So what is your mindset, okay? What are you thinking? Are you thinking, oh, I've got to be active. Oh, my gosh, I wrote that down in my book, and I've got to be active. I have to hit 100 or 500. I really need this client because I've got to hit 5 and 1. I have to do this, you guys. I've got to do this. I'm just desperate to do this. Or I need the TAC points. Oh, my word, if I don't get sales this month, I'm not going to get TAC points. Or I bet they're going to say no. Everyone else says no. I bet they're going to say no. How do you show up? Is this your mindset? Are you operating from, what does this sound like, you guys? Desperation? You know, not abundance, certainly. And who's this about? What are all these sentences about? I've got to get this. I've got to do this because of this. Okay? So how do you show up? Here's how you should show up. Okay? You should show up focused on your goals. Okay? But your contact that you're talking to, they don't care about that. They care about their problems, their life, their story. So am I saying to you, you know, don't worry about being active? No, absolutely not. Okay? I'm talking to you about a mindset. A mindset that says, if I help someone else get what they want, I will get what I want. If I want to be active and I want to be successful and I want to stay home with my kids, those are all awesome whys, you guys. But you need to operate from abundance and from how can I offer this person something great that can help them that then in turn will grow my business. Okay, people are scared of people. Operate from desperation. Have you ever met the person who wants to sign you up and you're like freaked out by talking to them because they're so desperate to sign you up and you're thinking, why are they so desperate? You want people to go, you want people to want what you want. You want people to be around you and go, oh my word, she is so excited about her business and she is so fun and she loves what she does. And you know what? I'm really interested in knowing more about this. I'd like to have something to do with her. I'm interested in, you know, having this positive interaction with this person rather than feeling like she needs me to accomplish what she wants. So care about them. Listen to their problems. Find out about their life. What's their story? Heritage makers can help anyone, whether it's the products, whether it's the opportunity to be involved in the business, whether it's just getting to know a little bit more about their story, their photos. Heritage makers can help everyone, okay? But you've got to think about what products are going to help them and what experiences they are having or need to have. It is about them. And in your business, you guys, as leaders, it's about your team. It's about their goals and their dreams and their wants. Because if you help other people get what they want, you will get what you want. If it's important to them, it should be important to you. Okay? So potential clients, what are they going to need? What's going to help them? Potential consultants, how can a business bless their life? How can the business help them? You are going to make this, you're going to turn your whole business around so that your whole focus is on how it can help them. And I promise you'll get to active. You'll get your TAC points. You'll find clients. You'll find consultants. Okay? So what is your level of confidence? Let's talk for a minute about how you feel about yourself and about your business. Do you feel good about you in Heritage Makers? Have you gotten in touch with what it is that you love about the company and what it can do for you? And why you really want to be here? Are you here for your sponsor? Are you here for someone else? Or are you here for yourself? And in the products, what projects are you working on? What are you excited about? What lights you up? What is it about the Heritage Makers products that, you know, I had a lady come over on Saturday, yes, day before yesterday, and she is a good friend of mine, and she's been wanting to make books, and she said to me, okay, I'm ready. I want to do this book for my daughter all through the year the year she graduates, her senior year next year. I want to do some cheerleading stuff. And so I sat down with her, and we just talked about what she wanted out of the product. She was mostly interested in being a client. You know, I've talked to her about the business before. She loves the idea that, you know, super busy, has all those reasons. So I went to the next thing. You know, what products would you like to do? Let me get her to fall in love with the product. And by the time we were done, She has a whole plan to do canvases for her front room. She wants to do cheerleading books as gifts for all of her daughter's cheerleading friends. She wants to do a magazine. She's got a son that's playing baseball. We had so much fun talking about what products would be good for her because she was telling me what experience she's had, her children, things that she wanted to do, right? What is your level of confidence in the business opportunity? Part of that confidence is going to grow as you go through this program and start to have success. Because confidence, you can be super, super talented at this. You can be super sold on the product, and you can even be super sold on the business. But what builds that confidence and helps you is as you start to help other people. And as you see that you are able to be a leader and you are able to help others to do the business and to have excitement and passion about something. And your confidence is going to grow in the business opportunity as the program works for you. Because what is the, once you have a testimony of something, how do you get a testimony? You have success with it. You have a positive experience with it. You have a testimony of the product, right? You're able to tell people all day how awesome they are. Okay, once you start to sponsor and have some fun with that and start to have people growing your team, you're going to have a testimony or a testimonial or whatever you're going to call it. You're going to be committed and you're going to feel confident about sharing that business opportunity. And how confident are you in your sales skills? You know what? If you can hand someone a book and tell them about it, you are a great salesperson in this business. This is not about selling. This is about sharing. Sharing the business, sharing the products, telling people what it's done for you, and listening to what it can do for them. You should never have to talk anyone into anything. You should be able to show it to them and then listen. And sometimes you're going to get no's. Sometimes you're going to get, oh, this isn't a good fit for me. And that's okay, because the more people that you talk to, the more you're going to get to yes. And the more confident you're going to get about knowing what questions to ask and how to help them to feel the excitement that you feel, and how to have more success on every level of your business. So let's talk about introducing the product. Explaining what Heritage Makers is. Now, when you talk to somebody for the first time, obviously you need to give them some explanation, a 30-second commercial, something about what it is that you're offering. Otherwise, they're not going to know if they need it, right, or not going to understand it. But you don't want to go on and on and on forever. You don't have to tell them about every product we have. You don't have to tell them about every possible thing they can do on the website. Pick out the things that are, here's how I built my 30-second commercial. In fact, I'll just kind of give it to you, okay? Oh, I love Heritage Makers. I've been with the company for almost 8 years now. I love it. I get to stay home with my kids and work from home. I do, presentations and stuff, and it has been amazing. I'm just really passionate about the opportunity I have to be a stay-at-home mom. I love that, and this company has given that to me. And our products are phenomenal. They're all about my family. They're all about story and taking my photos and memories and putting them together into everything from storybooks to greeting cards to canvases, and you do it all online. You can stay at home in your jammies and totally do it. Oh, I'm so excited to show it to you. Let me give you an idea book, or let me show you. So tell me about your family. Do you take photos? Oh, your kids, I totally see that. Yeah. Tell me a little bit more. Okay, so my 30-second commercial explains what Heritage Makers is to me, the mission that I have for my business. It's a little bit different than what the slide is showing, but that's how I introduce the business and the product. And then I tell them really quickly, 10 or 15 seconds, about the fun product I just made, or how easy it is to put your photos and pictures together, or how much I love that I can do it online. So think about for yourself what it is that you want to say to somebody so that you're not stumbling over your words, or so you don't feel like you go on and on and on forever. Because one danger a little bit with being passionate about something is you kind of can have diarrhea of the mouth and just be like, wow, let me just tell you about everything. But you don't want to throw up on them. You want to get them to feel your excitement, feel your passion, get just enough that they're going, oh, that is awesome. And then listen to them. Let them tell you. And then respond. When they say, oh, I take tons of pictures, I never do anything with them. Oh, me too. This has been the best solution for me. It's like a creative outlet. I get to, choose from templates that other people have made. We have a Facebook page, and then give them more information. Okay? See, now I reversed these, okay? And I'm just going to reverse these slides. So for those of you that would like to reverse the slides on your presentation, you totally can. Share your why first. why do you love this company? What has it done for you? And I share my why first, and then I share what the products are. And you can do that in whatever order you're comfortable. But I really, really believe that when people understand why you do something and they see that you're excited about a bigger overall picture of what it can be for you, that they want to buy from you. You know, when I have a little friend who sells Cookie Lee, okay, and I'm not a big Cookie Lee jewelry fan. I occasionally see things I'm like, oh, I love that, I want to get that. So I do have Cookie Lee jewelry. You know what I love is that she and I have the same why. She's been doing Cookie Lee for like 10 years now. She's done very, very well. And she actually hosted one of my very first Heritage Makers parties for me. But when I first talked to her about it, she said, Wendy, I love it. I'm home all the time. I get to go shopping. I get to take my kids shopping. I get to do this and this and this, and I pay for these things. And that is what turned me on. I was like, oh, my gosh, Jamie, I am so impressed. And she's like, I know, and we saw this cool jewelry, too. You know, so then the product was totally second. And maybe that is what I framed my 30-second commercial after without even realizing it, because that is what got me excited about listening to her, because she was I was really interested in Heritage Makers, and then I did a party with her, and then she did a party for me of Cookie Lee, and I listened to her the way she talked about it, and I learned a lot from her, and she has gone on to continually, to be very successful. So your why is so important. People need to connect with that, because that is going to help you close the sale. That is going to help you to get to what it is that they want. Because I have had experiences where I have told somebody that, and they don't even want to talk about the product. They want to talk about the business. They immediately connected with, oh my gosh, there's a business here, and I have a why, and I need to get from here to here, and this could be my way. And so because you are looking for teams, and because you are trying to sponsor all the time, sharing your why is so crucial, because you don't know who you're talking to. And you don't know what they might go, oh, my word, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I love the product, too. I could sell the product all day, but that's what I need. I need an income. I need something I can be excited and passionate about. I need a social network. Okay, so sharing your why is so important. They need to feel your passion, and they will want what you have, especially if that's what they're looking for, if it's about them, right, if that's what they need. Okay? How do you talk to people about the opportunity? I think it goes back to the same thing. You're talking about what it's done for you. You're talking about what the rewards are. Maybe you mentioned the tax trip and you've been able to take your husband on a cruise, or you mentioned that you've been able to put canvases all over your home, or you've been able to publish books about your mom and your dad and how excited you are about those things. But that the business has made money, that you have created an income. Whatever it is, whatever point you are in the business, you can tell them about what you dream. You can use my why. You can say, hey, you know what, my upline, she's been doing this for a little less than 8 years. She helped start the company, but she stays home with her kids and makes, a great income every month. And that's what I want. I'm trying to work for that because I've just started, but that's my goal. That's my dream. And then you need to say, hey, and we're going to talk about these questions in a minute, but have you ever thought of doing this? What are some of your goals? How are you feeling like this could maybe fit in for you? And opening that door so that they think about not just the products, but now they're thinking about the business opportunity. And then listen. You guys, it's so hard for us to listen, isn't it? Like me, I have such a hard time listening. Like that is something that I am constantly working on. I will have to, in my own brain, say, Wendy, shut up. Stop talking. Be quiet. Listen to what they're saying. Because I have all this, I'm so excited about what it can do for them that I want to just jump in and tell them all this stuff. But the most effective thing that I can do once I've introduced it and we're going down that road is to just be quiet and listen. Because they're going to tell me what they're interested in. And they're going to ask me questions that are going to help me to say the things that are right for them. So listen to what they say, because it's about them. Once you've introduced it, once you've told them your why, let them talk. So let's talk about some tips for effective product conversations and some questions that you can ask. Because sometimes you feel like, I'm telling them this, and I'm excited, but I need to draw them out. I need to have them tell me. Okay? So great question. What do you do with your photos? After you've told them your why and a little bit about the company, you've done your little 30-second thing, then you say, hey, what do you do with your photos? oh, I have a camera, this really nice camera. I just had this fun conversation with one of my sister-in-laws that's done a little bit with Heritage Makers, but hasn't done anything for a while. And she's like, oh, my word, I've been taking tons of pictures. I have tons and tons of pictures on my, so I'm like excited to talk to her because she has a lot of photos, okay? What stories would you love to tell? What stories haven't you told? What stories have you in your family? Your grandma, your mom, have you written your own life story? Who do you have trouble buying gifts for? All year long, we got to get gifts for everybody. Who do you need to buy gifts for? And do you like to save time and money? I love, Pam Hanks says in her workshop, she's like, who doesn't want to save time? Who doesn't want to save money? I'm going to do both for you. Okay, so do you like to save time and do you like to save money? People love to hear that. Of course, that's interesting to them. Even if they are just thinking, oh, I just want to be a client, or maybe I can host a workshop, even if they're not interested in the business opportunity yet, do you know how many consultants? You might be one of them that started out as a client. And then we're like, oh, this is a business. I'm way excited about this. So listen for what they need, and then make a mental plan of how Heritage Makers can help them get to that. If they're like, I'm always looking for things to do for my family. My mom and dad, they're so hard to buy for. Listen to what they're saying, because you can answer that need, that question, with a product, with a business, with a solution that can come from Heritage Makers. Now, here are some effective opportunity conversations that include these same questions. Heritage Makers is growing so rapidly. We're having a tough time keeping up with market demand. Have you ever considered doing something like this? One of the most effective sponsoring tools that I've ever had is just putting my hand on someone's arm and saying, you know what, you'd be really great at this. Have you ever thought of doing this? Maybe no one has ever asked them ever if they would like to do something. How flattered are they? Even if they say no right there on the spot, oh, no, I'm not interested, da, da, da. Do you know how they feel about you? They're thinking, wow, this girl is, polished. Remember we talked about last week, the polished, confident consultant? She's effective. She knows what she's talking about. She's obviously serious about her business. And she thinks I would be good at this. Nobody's ever told me I would be good at anything. This is awesome. I might be good at this. Well, if she thinks I'd be good at this, I might be good at this. And you never know where the wheels of that person thinking about it will go. There's several stories that I could tell you of consultant leaders in our company that's how they were sponsored, and I'm one of them. Sharon Murdoch just put her hand on my arm and said, let's do this together. You would be so good at this. Have you ever thought of doing this? You should do this. You could do this from home and make money and do the things that you want to do that you had with your other business with so much less stress, and we could do it together. Okay, so what would your life look like if you could work from home, earn an income, and it would positively affect your family and be part of a company that changes it? What would your life look like if you could be excited about something, passionate about something, and build something else? And this might not be comfortable to say to them on the very first time you're talking. This might be something that you say to them on the second conversation, or when you have that appointment. You close the workshop, you invite them to look at the business, you give them the packet, and then you say, hey, can we get together for coffee, or for Diet Coke, or for lunch on Tuesday? What are you doing next week? I'd love to just sit down and talk. And then you can share more about your passion and how it's changed your life, the things that it has done for you. That's probably what I love the most, is that this business has a positive effect on so many people. Every single client that makes a project, you guys, there are ripple effects of positive energy that go out into the world. The smiles, the crying, the thank yous, the relationships that are healed, we are doing good things. And you can tell them about that and how your life has been changed positively because of this business. It's about your why. Don't be afraid to tell them what you really love about Heritage Makers. Show them that book and then express what it's done for your family. Talk about your business and what you've been able to do because of it. And if you don't have very many stories yet, talk about your dreams. Talk about what it is that you want to have happen. People love to hear that. They love to be able to share in your dreams, especially if they decide to align their dreams with yours. Okay? So consider this. Your role as a personal publishing consultant with Heritage Makers is to identify what you can do to help that person. Okay? Seek to understand issues so you can offer solutions for their needs and challenges. You know, I needed Heritage Makers when Sharon offered it to me, and I didn't even know I did. I ended up needing it even more just a few months down the road. But I didn't even know I did. You know what I was looking for, too? I was looking for a relationship with someone that I could do business with, that I could be excited about and build something with. And that's what Sharon offered me. And she didn't really know that. I'd had another business. She kind of thought, I mean, I had a brand new baby. I had 3 other children. She probably thought, Wendy's the most unlikely person to sign up for this. But when she offered it to me and I thought about what I wanted, it made sense. It was a good fit. And it offered a solution to some of the things in my life that I needed to find a fix for. And you never have to talk people into anything. Listen to this, you guys. You never have to talk people into anything when you're solving problems. When you're looking at their life, it's about them. I want to help you. This business can help you. This product can help you. Listen to them. What is it that they need? What is it that they're looking for? It might be super simple. They might just want to make a book. They want to make a book for their dad. Awesome. Help them solve that problem. And then be open to telling them about the other ways that this company has helped you and how it can help them. Okay? Identify the problems that we solve for people. Photo problems, financial problems, social problems, self-growth. We solve a lot of amazing problems. Heritage Makers has solved all of those for me in so many ways. Okay? And I'm not done. We have lots of big dreams as a family. We have lots more things that we want to do. And I know that I can make them happen by working my Heritage Makers business. People buy emotionally but decide and justify logically. What does that mean? People buy emotionally. Do you think when they identify with you, hey, let me give you a little tip for your workshops. When you stand up at a workshop, do you know what one of the most important things, if not the most important thing that you can do at the beginning is? You need to share your story. Something that takes every one of those guests, because when you first stand up, do you know what they're thinking? Oh, this girl, she's here to sell me something. I don't really want to buy. Did I bring my checkbook? Oh, I left my checkbook in the car. Ha ha. I'm not going to buy from her. I'm just going to sit here because Terry's my friend, and I came for Terry. But I'm not really interested, okay? As soon as you open your mouth and you say, you know what, I'm so glad that I'm here today, and I love Terry. Thanks for hosting today, and I'm so excited. Let me tell you a little bit about why I'm a Heritage Maker. Let me show you this book. This book is about my grandparents. And they met, and I made this book for them, and it was so neat. And, you know, and then this is my daughter, Kaylee, and she is the most beautiful girl, and I just wanted her to know that. And you start to do what? You start to become a person to them. No longer are you just a salesperson, this objectified person out there that's trying to sell them something. You become a mom, a sister, a friend, somebody they can identify with, because guess what? That's what they are. And they're sitting there at your workshop, and they're going, yeah, I should totally do that for my mom. Or, oh, you know what, my son so needs to know how much I love him. I should make him an ICANN book. I should make him a book about how special he is to me. All of a sudden, they are no longer thinking of you as just somebody up there trying to sell to them. They are thinking of you as a friend, as a sister, as a wife, as a mom, as somebody else that they can identify with. And they'll let you in. Emotionally, they're going to let you in. They are going to listen. You now can have influence with those people because they don't see you as just somebody there trying to get what you want. They see you as somebody there offering something that they also need and that they also would like to have. And if you can do that in your presentations, not only will you have more rewarding workshops and a lot more fun and build relationships and sell and sponsor, you will get what you want. Your business will grow. People will buy from you. They will open up to you and tell you about what it is that they want to do. And they won't feel threatened like you're trying to sell them all the stuff they don't need. They will be asking you, hey, okay, so I wanted to hook up my mom. What should I buy? Oh, let me tell you, you should be on Club Silver because you can do this many books and get this discount. And oh my gosh, you know, have you ever thought about doing this? And you are going to be able to open up to them too and express a desire to have them be a member of your team or become your friend. Oh my gosh, because now you're a client. Heritage Makers products and the business are so much easier to sell than anything I've ever looked at, because it's about building relationships. It's about offering them something that they are going to want and that they need, and that they are going to feel that as you express what it's done for you and your why. Okay? So we're going to ask the right questions. Where are they right now? Is their current reality working for them? Do they want to stay there? Where do they want to be? How would it feel to be there? You're going to have those doors open so that you can have these crucial conversations with people and talk to them about what they want. Are they ready to change where they are? So I'm asking you guys these questions. Where are you right now? Are you happy with where you are in your business? Where would you like to be in your business? And what are you willing to do to get there? And how can Heritage Makers make that difference for you? How can heritage making be that difference for you? So how does this work? You're going to resolve. The resolve comes from your contact, right? Discussing where they are and where they want to be. Help understand where they are coming from so that you can help them with their problem, and then help them see that they really want to change. Help them to find a way with Heritage Makers to solve that problem. And then listen to their comments, talk to them about what they want, and you can close the sale. You're going to get a new client. You're going to get a new consultant, because you are going to be offering them solutions for the things that they want to solve. How does this work? Well, it only works if you get out there and do it. It only works, you guys, if you are holding workshops, if you are holding events, if you are getting out at trade shows, if you are opening your mouth when you're sitting next to someone at the football game or at the dance competition or at the swimming pool. It only works if you open your mouth. Okay? So have no fear. It's addicting when you get new people. Why didn't I do this sooner? This is from Sarah Zitterkoff. She's a consultant in Amy Dickerson's team, very close to director. Came to leadership because she's in President's Club. Awesome. Have no fear. It's addicting when you get new people. New people are the best thing in the world. You consultants that are on the call that have been consultants less than, even 6 months, we are so glad to have you. You inspire us. You build us. You get us excited. That is what happens when you get out there and start to open your mouth. Are you proud of what you have? Do you feel passionate and excited about it? Yes, you love it. I listen to you guys. I see you on the Facebook group. I see you at our meetings. You love it. You come to reunion and you are stoked. Why aren't you sharing it more with people? Why are you afraid? Because when you open your mouth and talk about your why, when I tell people that I do this because I want to be home with my kids, do people go, oh, that's so dumb. You are dumb. I can't believe you're even, telling me that. No. They go, that is cool. And even if they don't want what I have, they're not going to be mean to me or make me feel stupid. They're going to go, that is so neat. I have people in my neighborhood that I have, told about the business and talked about that decided that's not for them. That they will say things to me like, oh, I love what you say. You stay home, and I love that you do this with your, your kids, and that you get to travel, and, I get so much great feedback from people that just listen to me talk about it. They don't even want to be, they aren't trying to sign up with me. They just are excited that I'm excited. So that's okay. It's all right to tell people about what you do, okay? Okay, so let's take a look at your level of confidence. We've talked about, do you have confidence in yourself? Do you feel confident about the product? Are you using them? Do you feel confident that you can share the opportunity and that you can help somebody else to be successful? And in your ability to solve problems, do you feel confident in these things? You know what? It will come with time. It will come with practice. But I promise you that this can be one of those things where every day, that's rewarding too, right? Getting better and better and better at doing things well, at being a heritage maker, at offering the business, at offering, it's fun when you can sit down with people and you've gotten good enough that you can help, you can see what they need. You can say, oh, you know what? Okay, let's do this and let's do this. What do you think about this? And you're going to get better and better at it. Every time that you get in front of a new person, every time you do a workshop, you get in a groove. It's not do a workshop once every couple of months and feel like you're going to be great at it. You've got to do them every week. This is your business, and you're going to get better and better. Okay, so I have a little recommended reading, and you guys, it's totally up to you because this is, this book costs you, and if you don't want to get it, it's okay. But I would love to see each of you read this over the next few weeks. This is a new book by Sue Roosh. She is a direct selling and network marketing, so some of it's network marketing, but and I just started to read it. Amy Dickerson recommended it to me. And you can get it on Amazon, or you can go to her website, just look up her name, and you can buy her book. But her book, This Selling It Softly, is about sponsoring by sharing your why, and about telling people what it is that you love and what it is that the business has done for you, and that is how you sponsor. And that is exactly how I sponsor, and that is exactly how a lot of your leaders sponsor, and that is how I want you guys to sponsor. And you've got to get through the no's. If people say no, it's okay. You've got to get through the no's. You've got to realize I poured my heart out to the cutest lady that I've known forever that lives in my neighborhood about a month ago. And she asked me about the business, and I just told her how much I love it and what it's done for our family. She was asking me how many trips I'd taken Kyle on. That's how it started. And so then, of course, it just grew from there. So when I got to the end, I did everything right? I said, hey, you know what, Janie, you'd be so good at this. I would love to do this with you. And I would. She's super fun, you guys. I'd love to sponsor her. And she just looked at me and she goes, you know what, I'm really happy where I am. Things are going really good for me. And I love how excited you are about this. But I just told me this is something that I need. And you know what I heard? I heard that she doesn't need this right now, right? That if she signed up, who would it be for? It would be for me, not for her. She is good. She is good, and it's okay, because does that discourage me? No, totally not. I'm I did everything right. I said everything right. Heritage Makers is not for her at this point, and that's okay. But guess what? The door has been opened now. She knows I'd love to have her on my team. So do you know what my next words were? Okay, I just want you to know that if you ever decide that you would like to do this, or if this ever would fit a need with you, that door is open. Offers on the table, Janie. I'd love to work with you. We'd have a blast. And that's where I left it. And now we're friends again, and no big deal. And she doesn't feel weird about me. I'm not trying to sponsor her every week at church, and it's all good, right? But I told her my why. I told her about how much fun I have taking my husband on trips, and how I've been able to take my kids, and how I've been able to pay things off, and just, I didn't tell her about the new sign-up kit. I didn't tell her about how much money she can save. We never got to that point because we had to figure out if this was what she needed, right? Okay. All right, you guys. So that is our call for this week. Our training for this week is on selling it softly, right? On expressing your why, on helping yourself, I guess, teaching yourself to slow down and listen, teaching yourself that no matter whether you're talking to a potential client, potential consultant, you don't know who they are, it's important that you share how much you love this business and what it's done for you and what your goals are. As important as it is to tell them what it is. That it's online storytelling, that you create these fantastic products in our system, that you can publish, that what they're going to hear, people will buy into why you do it before they'll buy into what you do. Okay? They are going to love to hear how excited you are. They're going to love to hear what this is doing for you, and then they're going to listen to why it could fit into their life. They're going to listen to what you're going to say as they tell you about them, and they're going to be more interested in the products. Okay? All right, you guys. So my little mentoring girl is not on the call. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to have you guys just ask some questions. And that's okay. It's my fault. I had a crazy weekend, and so I didn't contact her again this morning. So if you guys have any feedback or questions, just go ahead and type it in, and we'll just do kind of a little bit different mentoring this morning. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Okay, let's see. If you have not been getting the Path to Promote emails, okay, we've got a little bit of cleanup to do. Make sure that you're on the Facebook group. If you're not, either email me or have your upline leader invite you or suggest you so I can invite you. And then, okay, how do we show our enthusiasm for the business opportunity? We have not had a positive income, trips, etc. yet. Awesome. I think I have hesitation inviting people to do something I've heard that people are doing with this business, but haven't had it happen for myself yet. Okay, do you know, okay, I'm going to tell you a little dream team thing. The answer to your problem, the way through that is the way through that. Because what you're asking me is, hey, I need some, it's like the job thing. I can't get a job because I don't have a job. I can't get the job because I need experience, but I can't get experience because I don't have the job. So it's all right, Jen. You just borrow the stories of some of us that have gotten to that point, and then you tell them about what it is that you want. You know what? This is what I'm working for. This is what I'm excited about. Because that's what I had to do in the beginning, too. When I would sponsor, I would say, oh, I'm doing this new company with my friend Sharon. We're having so much fun. I want to be able to stay home full time, so I'm really excited about it. And you know, I didn't have that either. I didn't have a track record yet. I just had my excitement. So talk to them about what it has done for you. Tell them about the books that you published. I know that you're a phenomenal designer and that you do amazing everything. But tell them about the books that you've done. Tell them about the things that you've created. Tell them about the relationships that you have with your amazing little upline there in Arizona. Tell them about the things that it has done for you, and then what you want out of it, what you're hoping to have happen, what you're working for. And you know what? You know what they're going to feel and what they're going to hear is your passion. They're going to hear your enthusiasm. They're going to hear that you're serious about your business. That's what they need to hear to go, And then you say, and I'm looking for team members, and I'd love to work with you. Have you ever thought of doing this? And then just stop talking, which is hard for all of us, and let them, you know, answer. So you're doing awesome. And I love to seeing you again in Arizona, so I can't wait to see you at reunion. Awesome. Okay, yes, Melanie, I can totally send you this so you can use it with your team. So, okay, ladies, you're awesome. Okay, let's move on then. Sorry, I love the consultant one-on-one, so I will be sure to make sure that we have someone, a mentee like we had last week for next week's call, and I'll call them a little bit in advance. I didn't give this little lady very much notice. So, okay, so here is your homework for the week. Create your introduction. What has Heritage Makers done for you? What's your why? Okay, and what are the products? And just 15 seconds on each. Oh, and I always start mine with, I just love this company. You know, I'm so excited to tell you a little bit more about what it's done for me. Or, you know, I get to stay home with my kids. I don't know if you know that, but I stay home. Like, I work in the mornings till about 1, and then I go swimming with my kids in the afternoon, or we go do something fun, or we do chores, or we do, you know, I work, you know, from home, and I'm able to do all of these things. I take my husband on the cruise. This has just been, like, the best of both worlds for me. Nothing, you can't say anything wrong, because it's going to come from your heart. It's what you love about this business. You might start bawling. There's going to be times when you're going to be telling somebody and you're going to connect and you're going to start to cry and go, this company is so awesome. Let me tell you why. I would totally love to have you do this with me. And even if they don't say yes right away, they're going to think about it. Okay, I didn't say yes. Do you know how long it took Sharon to sponsor me? You guys, it took her 6 months. She started to bother me about signing up for the company right after I had my baby in April, May. And I didn't sign up until the end of October. Okay? So it's all right because you're planting seeds. And be genuine. Let them know how you know, what you really are feeling and thinking, and talk to them. And then if they say, I just don't know, not right now, I don't know, maybe, well, I don't, you know, whatever they say, respect that and say, you know what, I want this to be the right fit for you. And you know what, I would love to see this be, you know, however you say it, but be considerate. And then write their information down and that you're going to talk to them again in a couple months. And you're going to call up and say, hey, Melanie, I was just thinking about you. You know, things are going good. Yeah, how are your kids? You know, talk a little bit and then say, hey, I just wondered if you had thought any more about Heritage Makers because I keep thinking about you and I just love to work with you. And they might say no again. And you know what? It's okay because you're in this business for the long term. And you're going to continue to offer and offer and offer and offer, and then you're going to get lots of yeses as you go along, but you're going to get a zillion more no's, and it's okay. Don't be afraid of no's. They just move you to the next yes, so it's okay. Practice listening. Maybe it's your kids or your husband. Practice stopping and letting other people talk and hear what they have to say. List the solutions offered by Heritage Makers products. Think about what you're going to talk about to people at workshops when they say, hey, you know, I'm looking for this, or I need this or that. You're going to get really good finding solutions because remember, no one can ever be offended if you're trying to help them, okay? and list the solutions offered through the Heritage Makers opportunity. Financial, okay, social, self-empowerment, transformation. This business is amazing that way. And create a list of the strengths that you have that help you with your HM business. What are you good at? What do you feel confident at? Maybe you're a super good listener. Maybe you are great at connecting people with the product that they need to do. You know what? Maybe you're just a really empathetic person. People love to talk to you because you really are great at understanding and being compassionate. You know, think about what are your strengths? What are some things that you can do and that can really help you in your business? And then fill out your action plan for this next week. You guys, we're getting down to the end of the month. We have 2 full weeks left, but it's time. It's time to move. Some things should happen this month. You should be at STAR for sure. You should have at least 5 new clubs, if not more. You should have at least 1 new consultant that you're going to sponsor this month. And you should have at least 1 or 2 if you have a team that are going to be active. And maybe some of them are in your team on this call, and they're going to hit the same thing. You're going to hit STAR. You need 2 stars, right, to hit 2 star, which makes sense. Hence the name, right? Hey, look at where you're at. Don't just get on these calls and listen. Don't just get on these calls and go, oh, that was a really good training call. Now I'm not going to do anything until next Monday when I get on the training call again. Go to work. Go to work this week. Get on the phone. Do your workshops. Get out there and put yourself out there and make it successful. You guys rock. I can't wait to do recognition at the end of the month. I can't wait for us to see how you're progressing. And we're going to recognize about everything under the sun. Okay? So I'm going to send you a little form at the end of the month to fill out with how many clubs, how many consultants, how many people on your team, all of your things that you're filling out in your action plan for you to fill out and send back to me so we can do recognition. Okay, all right, congratulations on another week in our Path to Promote, you guys, and I will see you next Monday. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.